Hello and welcome to our training proposal for the OLG Slots at Hanover Raceway. Colby, Emilie, Diane, and myself have developed an interactive training program for front-of-house staff that will provide them with the knowledge, skills, and tools necessary to confidently promote responsible gambling. We're really excited to get started, so sit back, relax, and we'll see you on the other side. Now at this time, I'd like to draw your attention to the agenda we have prepared for this presentation. Today we'll be discussing mission and strategic goals alignment, organizational needs, task and person analysis, training objective, training content and training methods, training implementation and delivery, and finally we're going to finish off with our evaluation and our conclusion. Okay folks, let's get started. We all know that it's no secret that training courses can be daunting and, well, not to mention expensive. So you may be thinking, how is this training program worth it? Well, as per OLG's mission statement, all gaming employees in Ontario have a responsibility to promote responsible gambling. This includes food and beverage staff. While we conducted our organizational needs analysis, we discovered that the OLG organization as a whole has an ongoing declaration to provide training and development programs to ensure compliance with AGCO. In addition, the OLG fosters a gaming environment that shows demonstrated responsible gambling initiatives. As we continued our investigation into task analysis, it was determined that the Food and Beverage Department is unaware of the importance of compliance with OLG's policies and procedures. In addition, a similar approach is taken by frontline food and beverage servers in regards to law compliance. Given this particular group's lack of understanding, we determined our target jobs. Accountability, integrity, respect. In addition to performing each task within the AIR model you see here, each employee must deliver exceptional customer service. Responsible gambling is just an extension of good customer service. RG training will help food and beverage staff to assist customers by identifying and responding to observable problem gambling behaviors.
This formal email invitation outlines who, what, where, and when the training will take place. All staff will be required to complete a quiz at the end of the training session. This will ensure all staff will be able to accurately recognize warning signs, respond to customers, as well as report irresponsible behaviors to the appropriate supervisor. The training content outlined in front of you addresses resources and tools such as agencies, organizations, and other services that can help players manage their addictions. Feel free to click on any underlining word to learn more. By providing the basic understanding of gambling through key concepts and helpful tips, staff will be able to help minimize customer-employee concerns. Staff will learn that problem solving is an important step in responding to players showing behavior warning signs. The red flags addressed in front of you are examples of irresponsible gambling signs that staff will encounter every shift. So it's very important to know how to find solutions for unexpected problems.
The responsible gambling training will be delivered using off-the-job training methods. The training material is presented by lecture and instructional media. Case study, discussion, and role-play methods will then be used to recreate situations described in the training and allow the participants to practice what they have learned. The learning principles employed are designed to present the material in an interesting way that provides ample opportunity for discussion and practice. The trainer will provide guidance and feedback throughout the training. The online tests will determine whether there is an acceptable level of understanding of the material presented. We have incorporated several elements to encourage a positive transfer of training back into the workplace. These include a well-established learning climate in the workplace, training that includes identical elements, practice, relapse prevention, and a performance contract, as well as regular responsible gambling meetings and follow-up with supervisors after the training is completed. The training will be delivered over 4 days with groups of 10 participants each day. It will be held in the Hanover Raceway training room, set up for high involvement training. Case studies will be presented in video form, followed by a role-play exercise and group discussion. The final quiz will be completed online. This training will give employees of the OLG at Hanover Raceway the knowledge and skills required to recognize signs of problem gambling. This will ensure compliance with Alcohol and Gaming Commission of Ontario requirements. The training will also result in a more positive gambling experience and prevent some of the negative impact that can occur when gambling becomes an addiction and not just entertainment.
OLG will analyze the value of the training program by completing a training evaluation. The best method for OLG is the Kirkpatrick hierarchical model, and it consists of 4 levels. Level 1 measures the reaction variable, Level 2 measures the learning variable, Level 3 measures the behavior variable, and Level 4 measures the results variable. Now, what do each variable determine? In order to see if the reaction of the trainees were positive or negative, we have to ask, was the training beneficial, engaging, or relevant? And in order to determine this, we will create a post-training survey for them to complete after the training. In order to see if the trainees have learned from the training, we have to ask, has there been an increase in skills, knowledge, behavior, and confidence? And to determine this, we will use the test scores. If the scores are high, it will determine that the material has been understood. In order to see if changes occurred in the trainee's behavior, we must ask, was the material transferred to the job itself? To determine this, we will highly influence completing self-reports after an event has happened, and it will be crucial for management to observe directly and indirectly. In order to determine results, we must ask ourselves, is there any outcome? This will be determined by calculating the stats from the self-reports and observation from Level 3. In order to successfully transfer training, the following recommendations should be implemented to the front-of-house staff training program. The training objective discussed will aid in recognizing, reacting, and reporting irresponsible gambling. The recommended training method is to conduct an off-the-job training, which will consist of diverse learning techniques. The training implementation will be held on 4 different days as shown above. And lastly, the Kirkpatrick hierarchical model is recommended to gain knowledge on the effectiveness of the training program.
This concludes our presentation for today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them on the discussion board below. Have a great day.